Talk about getting snubbed. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 amazing 2019 performances that the Oscars didn't recognize.
I ain't got nothing nobody want.
For this list, we're looking at 2019 film performances that received universal acclaim, but that didn't get so much as a nod from the Academy Awards.
Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow!
Number 10, Robert De Niro, The Irishman. This film, which languished in development hell for years, was a real labor of love for Martin Scorsese. Thankfully, the end result was well worth the wait, and has been called among the director's finest work. No one was surprised when it wound up getting nominated in 10 categories at the Academy Awards, but what did leave fans flummoxed is the fact that a nod for the titular Irishman was not among them.
Don't eat it.
Sure?
Yeah. Just came here to say hello, introduce myself. If you need anything, just get in touch with me.
Co-stars Joe Pesci and Al Pacino were both nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and De Niro's performance was right up there with them.
That philosophy makes sense to you.
Sure does.
De Niro admittedly plays Frank Sheeran as cold and a man of few words, but however understated, it's a powerful performance nonetheless.
You just gotta talk to him, that's all. You gotta deal with it, that's all.
Number 9, Taron Egerton, Rocketman. There are a number of factors that go into predicting which actors and films will be nominated for the Academy Awards, but the Golden Globes are widely considered to be among the biggest predictors. Actors in the musical or comedy category often get left out in the cold by the Oscars, but considering Egerton won the category and Rocketman was a musical biopic with plenty of drama to it, he seemed like a shoo-in.
I was very lucky.
He's actually a very happy child.
The film won over critics and cinema-goers alike, and that's in no small part thanks to Egerton's committed and moving performance as Elton John. But for whatever reason, he didn't make the cut. Oddly enough, the film earned just one Academy Award nomination, for Best Original Song, despite it receiving a standing ovation from Academy voters at their screening. Number 8, Awkwafina, The Farewell. This American comedian, rapper, and actress is best known for her ability to make people laugh, both on screen and off. But given her performance in The Farewell, we should all prepare ourselves to be seeing a lot more from this talented multi-hyphenate in dramatic films.
All right. I was gonna say something snarky, but I used to work this job. Oh, what happened, girl? You got fired? I quit. So I was about to get fired.
The Farewell follows a family who, after discovering that the grandmother has just months to live, reunite for what they expect to be the last time that they're all together. The twist? They've decided not to tell the grandmother about the diagnosis.
咋不说话呢？
Awkwafina plays the lead role of Billy, a granddaughter who understandably feels conflicted about the lie she's being asked to keep. Her performance is both humorous and heartfelt, but sadly, The Farewell went entirely overlooked by the Academy.
等你结婚的时候，奶奶给你筹办一个更大的婚礼。
Number 7, George Mackay, 1917. This war epic, directed and co-written by Sam Mendes, is jam-packed with recognizable faces, but most of them only have a few minutes of screen time. 1917 is filmed in such a way as to make it appear as if you're watching one continuous tracking shot, and it's George Mackay who's largely responsible for carrying our attention as he navigates one incredibly tense scene after another.
George embodies some of the qualities that I was looking for. There's something about him that's slightly old-fashioned.
Though likely an unfamiliar face to North American audiences, Mackay received a nomination for the BAFTA Rising Star Award in 2014 and the Trophée Chopard at Cannes in 2017.
Why in God's name did you have to choose me?
Considering the performance he delivered in 1917, many expected him to add Oscar nominated to his list of accolades. But out of the 10 nominations 1917 earned, Best Actor was not among them.
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men.
Number 6, Lupita Nyong'o, Us. This talented actor plays not one but two leading roles in the 2019 film Us. And as both Adelaide Wilson and the terrifying Red, she manages to make each character feel fully fleshed out, complex, and most crucially, relatable.
He's kidding, right? He's not kidding.
Adelaide is a mother of two traveling with her husband on vacation to Santa Cruz, where she had a traumatic childhood experience. Unfortunately, this return trip proves far more troubled.
Until one day, the shadow realized she was being tested by God.
Not long after arriving, the Wilsons are accosted by murderous doppelgangers led by Adelaide's own mirror image. It could be argued that the heady themes and striking visuals distract from the performances, but when you rewatch a scene like this, it's hard to come up with a justification as to how Nyong'o got overlooked.
They think like us. They know where we are. They won't stop until they kill us.
Number 5, Jennifer Lopez, Hustlers. We are really upset about this one. Not just because J-Lo deserved to be recognized for this incredible performance, but because her opportunities to be nominated are few and far between compared to most. J-Lo only seems to take on acting roles sporadically, and romantic comedies are by and large her bread and butter, and they rarely generate major award attention. As Ramona Vega, the stripper with a heart of gold turned criminal mastermind, Jennifer Lopez delivered the best performance of her career to date.
Look, we're not the only ones doing this. How do you think the club stayed in business post-2008? It's a side hustle.
She embodied the sort of fierce, unapologetic female empowerment that is still woefully underrepresented on the big screen.
How come you're so good?
Here's hoping that in lieu of an Oscar, this role at least brings her more opportunities to showcase her acting talent. Number 4, Song Kang-ho, Parasite. Regardless of what happens come awards night, this movie has already made history. It is the first South Korean film to be nominated for Oscars in the categories of Best International Feature Film, Best Picture, and Best Director, for a total of 6 nominations. While that is great, it really should have been 7.
그게 제가 들으려고 들은 게 아니라 제가 들으려고 들은 게 아닌데 통화한 내용이 또 들려오니까 어쩔 수 없이 저는
아버지, 지금 감정이 너무 막 여기 위에 올라가 있는데 그것 좀.
Though he plays a supporting role in this ensemble cast, and despite being an unfamiliar face to Western audiences, Song Kang-ho is considered to be among South Korea's greatest actors.
아니 그 경비원 한 명만 뽑아도 말이야, 그 대졸자 4년제, 500명씩이나 그 몰려드는 이 시대에 우리는 온 식구가 전원 취업했잖아.
Even in a film full of notable performances, he stands out. Song Kang-ho has been recognized by the Los Angeles Film Critics Association, among others, but really, he deserves an Oscar nomination. Number 3, Florence Pugh, Midsommar. Are we being greedy? Maybe. But if Scarlett Johansson can receive dual recognition for her 2 excellent 2019 performances, then why not her Black Widow co-star Florence Pugh? The young English actress is already nominated in the Best Supporting Actress category for her role as Amy March in Little Women, but her leading role in Midsommar was equally impressive.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Yeah, I know.
In filmmaker Ari Aster's second feature-length movie, Pugh plays Danny, a young woman who, after a murder-suicide claims the lives of her family, travels to a commune in Sweden with a group of friends.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Stop it.
Pugh is tasked with conveying a wide range of complex emotions as Danny navigates her recent trauma and the horrifying events that occur at the commune. And the end result is a captivating performance.
I am proud of this place.
Okay, but I'm not an anthropologist and I don't understand any of this.
Yes, I know.
Number 2, Willem Dafoe, The Lighthouse. After the success of The Witch, filmmaker Robert Eggers followed it up with The Lighthouse, a claustrophobic and thoroughly chaotic, uncomfortable film that follows 2 lighthouse keepers as they descend into madness during a lengthy storm. As the 2 men forced into tight quarters, cut off from the rest of the world with little to do but work, quarrel, eat, and drink, both Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe deliver inspired performances.
Something's stirring in you. You're getting off this rock tomorrow, Winslow. Don't start grudging me now.
Each deserves a nod from the Academy, as they both managed to channel Daniel Day-Lewis levels of intensity. But of the 2, Dafoe definitely feels the most wronged for having been omitted from the nominations. Like Midsommar, we're guessing The Lighthouse was just too odd of a film for the Oscar voters.
His coral tongue trident screeches banshee-like in the tempest and plunges right through your gullet.
I am honestly shocked about a lot of these, especially our number one. I thought this person would for sure finally get their due from the Academy, but no. Guess it's back to the Razzies then. Any ideas who I'm talking about? Let's check out the honorable mentions, and then we'll see the number one most amazing performance of 2019 that was ignored by the Oscars. Rude.
And I am Iron Man.
And we are not finished untangling it. Not yet.
I was raised to respect authority.
Authority's looking to eat you alive.
And how long did you tell them you needed? 200 or 300 years?
90 days. Will we go to court?
No, we don't want to go to court. Courts in California are a disaster, and that's just how we have to think about it. I'm not sure these are my glasses.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems. This iconic comedian has put out far more than his fair share of groan-inducing movies over the years. As such, it's easy to forget that when he applies himself, Adam Sandler is actually an extremely talented actor. He's proven this multiple times over with his roles in films like Punch Drunk Love and the Meyerowitz Stories.
Oh, God! Your orange juice is expired, which I just realized is possible.
But his performance in Uncut Gems is without a doubt his greatest to date.
You having a good time?
Yes.
He plays jeweler and gambling addict Howard Ratner as manic and infuriatingly deluded, and yet he makes you care for him.
This is me. This is how I win.
Wendy Ide of The Guardian rightfully called it one of the best performances of the year. But as Sandler tweeted after the nominations came out, quote, "Sandman gets no love from the Academy."
I disagree. I disagree, Gary.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.